This time you're gonna learn what it takes to grab an engine that's been sitting around forever out in the open and figure out how to make it run. We're gonna go through all the basic troubleshooting stuff, and then hopefully this runs, because we really don't know if it does or doesn't. And I wanna drive this truck as is.
I've had this truck for about 5 years. I've never had it running. I believe it probably sat in someone else's yard for about 15. So basically this truck hasn't run in almost 20 years, but it looks complete. I think it's a good motor. The transmission's hooked to it. So hopefully all of that stuff's great, and we can get this thing fired up and yard driving here pretty quick.
I didn't realize you were gonna style me with a 360 actually.
I've got a great 360. Well, I've never started it, but it looks like almost brand new to me.
How much water is gonna be in it?
I think 0, because I had that floor mat on top. It's totally waterproof.
Look, it's pretty over full, but I don't see any water.
Oh no, there's no water in there.
So basically all it needs is a battery and it fires up, right? Why is this distributor, oh, it's got points.
Really?
What year is this truck?
It's like a 77.
Really?
78. No, 76. That's what it is.
76 should have electronic ignition.
Oh, I know, but this is a highly modified truck. You can tell by the racing tires and saw blade wheels.
Ooh, the distributor's completely loose.
Oh,
so, what?
The guy I got it from said he couldn't get the distributor set up or the timing right and had problems trying to get it started.
The guy couldn't get it running?
Yeah.
But you're telling me that we are. I always say there are no coincidences. And the fact that Steve hasn't had this running and that the guy who got rid of it traded him for a set of cylinder heads and he didn't have it running, and there's some mystery with how come the distributor was loose and why it's a points distributor in a truck that is of the model year that should have electronic. I'm gonna say this is not gonna come together as easy as it seems this far.
It's gonna fire right up?
I don't know why it wouldn't. Should I open the throttle and drop all these mouse turds down into the engine?
Yeah, the pistons will chew those up.
You'll note the use of brake clean as starting fluid. Ready?
I'm good.
Crank it. Is it out of gear? Put it in park.
Ooh, which way is park? That's a good call.
Park is all the way forward. Whoa! Sweet! Another thing you might want to do if you care is go through and open the valve covers and look at the valve train. What?
We don't have to worry about it because we don't have a drive shaft.
Oh, okay, fire it up.
I was worried this thing was going to run us over.
Sweet!
Yeah.
Let's get some actual gas.
Did it sound good to you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear it rev up like a buzzsaw?
Uh-huh.
You could try this one.
Okay.
And if that one's no good, you can also try that one.
All right. Okay, that's the one.
Try again. I think we're in park.
Okay, I'll man the ignition, so in case death starts happening, I can, you know, save our life.
Okay. We're not moving.
I know. We're not even trying. We do have a flat tire, but let me go.
What's trying? Transmission.
Oh, the transmission is on fire. Fail. That's nasty. It needs fluid. It sucked down all the fluid. When we first walked up to the truck this morning, the fluid was full up to about here, but like it says, you're supposed to check it when hot and idling in neutral. Yeah! Seriously, that's a lot of RPM. Bumpy. This thing is hard to work. Oh! Overheating! I'm getting it all over me! Oh! Dude, that's... Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
We're getting scalded!
It's literally scalding me!
Hey, look at my glasses.
I know, me too. You want to drive? I'll take the wheel. You think this thing's gonna run, Dolchek?
Freiberger, I only make one promise.
Huh.
It ran when I parked it.
Is the battery disconnected? I got the key.
Oh, good. You gotta turn the fuel pump on, remember that?
You remember how?
It's a side switch and it should light up, but I think the light broke.
Is it pumping?
I hear the clickety-clack.
Wow. Wow, that was way easier than I expected.
What did I tell you?
I'm impressed. I really didn't want to have to wax this whole thing, but I'm gonna have to for the color match. I'm just doing a spot in the back of the cab right now so Steve can come in and touch in this red and find out if we got our color match even close. Oh well, look at all the paint that came off.
Freiberger's being super fussy about the color match, and I think I've got it pretty good. But what I ended up doing is adding some flattener, which I did use right here in this little test patch. I'm gonna see what that looks like by spraying the back of the cab, and I'm gonna add an accelerator into the paint, and that's just gonna make it dry a little bit faster under these conditions. That is a match.
The thing about Dulcich paintwork is you do not want to watch the process, but in the end, it's actually pretty good. I have to give him a lot of credit. That matches way better than I thought it would. He's gonna go out there and paint the underside of the bed, and I'm gonna end up having to wax the entire cab of the truck. This thing's pretty oxidized. Man, I can't wait to get rid of these wheels. That has been sticking in my craw for a long time. And it's the whole point of what I'm about to do here. You know these 67 to 72 Chevy trucks are really popular. You may not know that the half tons from 67 to 69 came with a 6-lug wheel bolt pattern. The problem with that is that it radically limits what you can do as far as aftermarket wheel choices. Basically, you get ugly or you get nothing. And so people want to convert them to 5-lug, which is what I'm about to do. Now the way to do that is usually with a disc brake conversion kit. This one is from CPP, or Classic Performance, and Tony and Lucky had already installed this, and it uses a 73 and up square body brake and rotor package, which means all I have to do is break out a 5-lug rotor from like a 73 Chevy truck, and I'll be able to convert this thing to 5-lug on a 5-inch bolt pattern. The front end is officially 5-lugged. The rotor swap was super easy. Back here, I'm gonna have to change axles though. It's not quite as easy because it's a 12 bolt. That means taking the center cover off and getting gear oil everywhere and pulling the C-clips out and pulling the axles out. You'll see. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the brand new wheels. Check it out. I got rid of those 80s billet things, and these are Rocket Racing wheels. These are called Rocket Strike. I got 15 by 10s in the back with 5-inch back spacing, 15 by 8s in the front with 4-inch back spacing, and they've got the 5-on-5 pattern to match my new 5-luggers, and I'm using them with my old tires, which are a 275 60/15 and a 235 60/15. Okay. It's installed. I did make a compromise and came up with these. These are Astro Supremes. They were the only wheel I was able to find for a 15 by 7 with 3.5-inch back spacing in the front, and in the back, a 15 by 10 with 4.25-inch back spacing, which, because this truck has the factory narrow rear end, I think I'm still gonna run with a little bit of a spacer.
Even got the jack out.
And it has suspension travel. We're set.
So low.
Let's go for a cruise. So in the end, I'd say 2.5, 3 days of wrenching. It's pretty good. I mean, it made the truck come up a significant level.
Much, much more comfy and quieter and looking good while doing it.
I know. But will it do a burnout?
Oh, this baby is supercharged.
You think it's good?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, that's the burnout. That is the burnout. Whoa! I'd call that a burnout.
Truck is good.
Yeah.
I'm reinvigorated on the C10.
The C10's badass.